a great late conference matchup. The #1 team in the state in Class 4A, the Hopkins Royals, hosting the #2 team in 4A, the Wayzata Trojans. Last year, Hopkins beat Wayzata all 3 times they met, the only 3 losses the Trojans had all season.
Yeah, and it's one of those where you almost wish they were in different conferences, different sections, because I truly believe they are by far the 2 best teams. The problem is Hopkins isn't just the best team in the state, John. They're ranked as high as #1 in the country by some publications. So just a ton of talent on the floor tonight, really for both squads. Fun to see them compete here tonight. I think the fans are
on Johnson.
Well, and I like to see that aggressiveness by Johnson, but a great job by Bueckers. Watch her come over on the weak side, and you can see she gets stand. That's a good call. Excellent help defense. Down low.
Johnson just missed off the glass. Bueckers rebound. How we played 5 minutes and still just a 4-2 game. Bueckers ties it up. Stewart now will put it on the deck, puts the shot up. Not good. Almost had the rebound, but couldn't come down with it. Here's Bueckers. She'll take it all the way to the basket and score.
You got to pick her up. You can't let her get deep into the playmaker.
That pass missed. Trojans turn it over. Here's Bueckers again. Oh, what a pass to Najee. Couldn't finish. Second try is good. Stewart to inbound. Here, look at Bueckers. That no-look pass. The second try was good for Najee. Contreras inbounds. Bueckers release and hits from the corner. The 2-pointer for Bueckers. Contreras off to Bueckers. Behind the back, tough shot up and in.
I don't know.
Left corner, Agarn out. Bueckers with it, one dribble up and in.
Just that quick step gets it.
Well, he's done a good job to get down to the floor, but Smiley misses in close. Bueckers kicks it out. Agara for 3 is good.
And that's what makes him so dangerous, John. A great start to this game.
Bueckers for 3. You know, some people are just good shooters, Ryan.
Yeah.
You know, and Paige Bueckers hits the 3. And her head coach is here tonight in attendance, her college head coach, I should say. One of the great coaches in the history of women's basketball. There's Geno Auriemma of Connecticut.
And you'd think he'd have a smile after seeing what he's seen here so far. His star recruit, I don't think, has hit the net on one of her shots, but what a wonderful coach. And he's got some clips where he talks about body language and attitude that I just think the world of. He's a true winner. Got my daughter a picture with him here before the game, and he couldn't have been nicer. So great to see him. Great to see the excitement and the exposure of Minnesota girls basketball.
Here's a look at some of what Paige Bueckers can do. This is a game we televised last month against Park Center. Look at it doing it at both ends. Gets the steal and then goes the other way and scores. Just has a variety of ways she can score, you know, driving. Yeah. Shoot from the corner, the outside, wherever, and seems to get it done. And probably why she was the #1 recruit this past year.
That was a great one-on-one battle of that game. But I'll tell you what greatness is, John. It doesn't matter what the defense does. You can adapt to it. You know, there's people that can only play one way or have one skill, and you show her the variety of which ways. She can shoot from the 3 if that's what she's given. She can drive and finish. She can pull up from mid-range. She can be a great playmaker. She can be a great defender. Just looked like she might have rushed that a little bit. She's such a good shooter.
Oh, Bueckers adjusts nicely and scores. You know, excuse me, Ryan.
Doing a pretty good job of playing without fouling, but playing aggressive and hard, but not fouling.
Bueckers back in, took that pass, quick release 2, and knocks down another one.
Great range, and if nothing else, it also just creates that defense. Before I can even get my point in, she's got another basket.
Play tonight. We mentioned the first 5 minutes very slow. It was a 4-2 game, but things picked up after that.
Yep, nice block that time by Najee. And again, like I said, I thought all the big-time players made pretty big-time plays. There's a great move. Driving to the basket by Taylor Woodson, and this is what she does so well. That little quick stutter step, creates some space, and then she had that mid-range game rolling.
Paige Bueckers getting to the basket and scoring. That time actually missed it and handoff pass rather on that play. Najee able to score. Bueckers has been so good in this game, distributing the ball, getting it out for a three. On that basket by Agara. And Bueckers would hit a three. Bueckers again to the basket.
You got to stop the ball. Stop the ball. Don't let her get in that deep.
Bueckers able to give the pass off and release for the basket. Back Stewart ahead to Braun. They break the press. Braun pull up. The elbow not good and rebounded by Bueckers. She'll go out to Contreras for three, who hits. First points tonight. All these possessions here. Bueckers rips it through off the glass and in.
Well, nice job stepping through there. A little patient, a little hesitation. She steps through it, found herself wide open, and also the bank still open this late at night.
5 Hopkins. We closing on 4.5 minutes to go. Quick move.
Nice
and then a terrific pass. Bueckers going to the basket, and then Agara comes through and scores. Oh, you can take some time here. Unless you get a good look inside, which they did. Bueckers finds Najee. Here we go with 1:40 to go. Contreras into the hands of Paige Bueckers. Down low, and Najee basket and a foul. Another and one opportunity for the big sophomore.
I'll tell you, great design play out of that timeout by Coach Cosgriff. Went with a double high post there for a quick pick and roll. Over here with Paige Bueckers, what'd you think of tonight?
Well, first of all, I would like to give a huge shout out to Elena Contreras. I would give her the game ball. I mean, she played the game of her life, and I've been pushing on her. I've been getting on her hard at practice, and me and her, we stay after and get shots up. So I'm just really proud of her, and she's worked really hard for this, and I just wanted to give a shout out to her for.
She was a big spark there in the second half. You had 21 in the first half. Struggled, I think, for you in your jump shot in the second half. But what I thought is you did a great job. I bet you had 12 assists in the second half. How do you feel what your team needs every single night, whether it's scoring or playmaking?
Well, yeah, in the first half I couldn't miss, so I knew in the second half that I was probably going to cool down a bit. But that's the thing about our team. If we have a bunch of players who can get a hot hand, and I know that as a point guard, I got to distribute the ball and make my teammates better, and I took pride in that in the second half because my shot wasn't falling, and I tried not to get too upset with that and just get everybody else involved.
I think, too, for you guys, I said, even though you probably aren't thrilled with how you guys played, but you got tested. You got game situations, end-of-game stuff. How important was that for you guys to have a closer game?
Yeah, no, it's really important for us. I mean, the closest game after this would be 18 points. So I've been asking for a close game for a while now. I'd prefer the blowout, but it makes us learn a lot, and we're going to learn a lot from film, and it definitely gets us ready for March and keep going.
And the other thing, too, how fun to have some other great players to play with. You know, Maya Najee had that great game. Contreras had some big baskets. You got a lot of talent. How fun is that for you as a point guard to get those girls involved?
I mean, that's my favorite part about this game. I love my teammates, and I love my coaching staff. I just love my whole team, and they stepped up big, and they do it day in and day out. Obviously, I was hot in the first half, but they stepped up for me in the second half, and I was getting the ball. They were making shots. I mean, can't get assists if your teammate doesn't make the shot. So.
And Coach Geno here to watch. How was that?
It's good. Good seeing my guy up there. I mean, he surprised me. I didn't know he was coming, so it's really
pretty cool. Well, congrats on a great game. All right, back to you, John.
All right, thanks very much. Thanks to Maya Najee and Paige Bueckers for taking time with us here in the post game, and a great win for Hopkins. Trailed by 3 at halftime, 35-32. They come up in the second half and put up 55 points and win it by 10 over the number 2 team in the state in Class 4A, Wayzata, 87-77.